Alright, so we are done with our shoe, and now we have to duplicate this and then flip it, because if we can't flip it, then that simply means we'll have to start over again making the shoe for the left side, which is hectic. So what we're going to do is, first of all, let's select everything that we've created here, select the images, then Control I to invert. So by the way, I actually hid my camera and the light, so I don't have the light and the camera in here. So when I say select all, that excludes the camera and the light. So now what we're going to do is Shift D to duplicate this. Okay, so push Y on the keyboard and then move it to this side, and while we are this side, just put your mouse at one spot. You can even let go. So push S on the keyboard. S is for stretch. So when we actually want to flip it, if we want to input in a value, we can put in 1, but if we actually put in -1, simply means it flips it. So -1 on the keyboard, and then it flips it. So just click on the keyboard, and then let's go to and now let's go to the right side, and now let's rotate this. So S to rotate, and then hold down Control. Oops, my bad. All right, so let's rotate this. Select everything. Okay, so let's rotate this. So R to rotate, and then hold down Control. So notice in the corner there, you will see it will be 180 degrees, and that looks like we've done it. So let's go to the top view, and let's rotate it another 180 degrees. In fact, this time it's a negative. So negative 180 degrees. And look at that. We have two shoes. Let's see. We have two shoes of the opposite side. So now I just want to pause this. Let me just pause this, and we make an environment. Shift A on the keyboard, new mesh. Just enlarge this, S on the keyboard, and move your mouse. And now we have to go under shading, and then at this point you can locate where your textures are. So I have this texture here, it's in 4K. So the link of this texture is in the description part. So first thing is, here while selecting the plane, just push new, and let's go back to our folder. So we'll start with the color first. So this one's the color here. So we drag this one and then just drop it in here. So I'll drop this and plug it into the color base. So already we can see some change there. Let me just move down. All right. Next, I want to bring in the glossiness or the roughness. So sometimes there's roughness, sometimes there's glossiness. So I want to use this glossiness, and I'll drop it here. I'll plug this into the roughness. Next, I'll get the normal map. Just drag it down. Let me move. All right, so I'll put this here. So I just don't want to use this alone. Just also drag in the displacement map. So there are usually two, like TIFF and JPEG. If you see TIFF, usually it has a higher res, so use it. So I'll bring in the TIFF. Sorry. So for the displacement map, I'll get Shift A, I'll get a bump map to search. So look for the bump and plug it here. So I'll get the displacement map and plug it into the height. And then for the normal map, I'll get a normal map. So search for a normal map. Just drop it here. Plug the color into the color of this. So let me just pull this in front. Let me bring it here. So the normal of the normal map, bring it into the normal. And then this normal for the bump, plug it into the normal of our surface. All right, so it's taking a bit of some time. All right, so there we are having some ground, and since this is glossiness and then we plugged it into the roughness, we'll have to invert this. So Shift A on the keyboard, look for an invert, yeah, that, and just drop it here in between. So notice all the specular, the shininess has gone away. So if I reduce this, the shininess comes back. So I usually like putting it like just on the middle, so I have that shininess and I don't have the other stuff. And just to get this out of the way, so we are going to deal with we come to the world, and here under world, Shift A on the keyboard and just look for an environment texture, and we are going to plug this into our environment. So notice when you have this pink, it means there's nothing, no image here. So we'll open this, and now we'll have to search. So you can download HDRI images of HDRI Heaven. I'll put a link in the description for this particular one that I'm using. So I'm going to use this, and it's in 4K. You can even go higher if you want, or you can choose. So as you can see, it still looks a bit more shiny, so we can actually reduce this if we want, or make it more. So if you want to reduce it, it looked like it's muddy at a certain point. So if I push 0 on my number pad, notice I have this. So now I can actually put my stuff wherever I want. Right, I like this position, and I'll leave it at this. So we are done making the environment. Now let's pause the shoe, and let's select, go into the top view, let's select this. Okay, so now let's just put everything in the camera perspective. So it seems like we have all these. Okay, let me just select, let's select all these. So all this is the new shoe. So what we're going to do is create a new, let's create a new collection. Where is it? So this is the new collection, and what I want to do is select this one, that since I've selected multiple of these, So select one of these, and then let's just, it's actually refusing to move. So let me just expand this. Apparently I want to move everything into this collection. So this is this shoe. Wait, is it? Uh-oh. So if I select all these and then go into the new collection, okay, so everything now has moved into the new collection. So meaning we have, this is shoe 2. We can actually name this shoe 2. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Shoe 2. And the rest, let's just turn off this. This is the ground. So meaning what's remaining here is shoe 1. So select all this and then new collection. So we'll get everything here and throw it into, my bad, what's going on? Okay, so this one will be shoe 1. Okay, so if I turn this on, and this one on as well, let's create a new collection here, and let's call this one shoes. Then let's grab these two and just drop them into this one. So now they are just part of one. So if I select this one and say select objects, it selects both, and now I can just move them together to position them into the camera like that. Okay, save, and now you can actually render this. So you can push F12 and we'll use just that light that's there. Alright, so thank you for watching. This is the end of season 1 of this series. I'll be making season 2, which of course I'll be throwing the new video tomorrow. Season 2 will be all about texturing this object, or mainly the shoes. I'll be just texturing this. So see you then.